If your story needs pity to work, it's not a strong story. And yes, that's a spicy sentence, but it's also a useful one because a lot of nonprofit storytelling accidentally slides into exploitation. Not because people are trying to be unethical, it's because they're under pressure. We need a story that grabs attention. We need people to feel something. We need donations. So the default becomes make it sad, make it dramatic, make it inspirational, but too often inspirational is code for turning a real person into a stereotype. I'm Shannon Cherry from My Nonprofit Advisor. Don't fall for the two common traps. Trap number one is the tragic victim story. Look how terrible this is. Now donate. Trap number two is the superhero story. Look how amazing they're doing these ordinary things while being disabled. Both flatten people into a role. Both are emotionally convenient for the audience and exhausting for the community you serve. Here's what dignity-first storytelling looks like instead. First, consent that's real. Not just a signed release. Real consent means the person understands where the story will appear, what details will be shared, and that they have the power to say no without any pressure or consequences. And when possible, they get a chance to review the story before it goes public. Second, agency at the center. A dignity-first story doesn't treat someone as a prop in your mission. It shows what they want, what they chose, and what they're building. It describes the support your organization provides as a partnership, not the rescue. Third, context without spectacle. You can describe challenges without turning someone's hardest moments into content. You can talk about barriers like systems, access, underfunding without making the person themselves part of the problem. Here's a quick gut check that really helps. If the person you're writing about read what you wrote or watched a video about themselves, would they feel respected or would they feel used? And here's the practical fundraising truth. Dignity-first stories still raise money, often more, because donors aren't only funding services, they're funding values. The way you tell stories signals what kind of organization you are. A strong story doesn't rely on pity. It relies on clarity, humanity, and purpose. This is who the person is. This is what they're working towards. And this is how our program supports their goals. And this is what your gift will make possible. That's just not ethical. That's effective.